So I was talking to a woman through messages earlier, and if you're watching this, then you know who you are. And we were talking about stuff because she's going to get her she's going to her appointment for her molds, I believe, next week. And I thought about it, and I don't think I've mentioned this in a video. At least I didn't really elaborate on it, and I think it's pretty important for people to know that this is probably completely normal to feel this way. Um, After I got my molds, like after I got the impressions done on my teeth, and before I got the extractions, like that, I think that there was like a week in between those two appointments. I was really like starting to question whether I was making the right decision, and I think it's because I was mourning the loss of my teeth. Even though I hadn't lost them yet, the idea that they were no longer going to be a part of me was pretty emotional. And at first you think of that like, wow, that's pretty ridiculous, because if your teeth were bad, then of course you should be happy to let them go if you know that they can't be fixed. But the best comparison I have for that is like a bad relationship. Like a relationship with someone just completely toxic. Like, you know that they are all wrong for you, but they are all you know. It's beyond like what you feel about them, like whether you love them or not. It's just you know what to expect out of them because you know them so well. And that's the only reason you stick around. Like, you should find somebody better. You know you can find somebody better. It's just that fear of letting go. I think that that was the big thing that hit me during that week between getting my molds done and getting my teeth pulled, was that these teeth, as rough and ragged as they were my teeth. And I had had those teeth since I was a child. And it's just, feeling like you're losing a part of yourself. As bad as it is for you, it's still, you kind of mourn a little bit. You kind of go through a little bit of grief. At least I did. And it was just really sad, because again, like leaving a person behind when you know it's time to move on, it's just you just think about it. Even if you think about all the bad times and all the fights you had and stuff like that, it's still the familiarity of it. And that's what I went through during that week. And after I got the extractions, I didn't feel like that anymore. I mean, even as much of a chipmunk as I looked at that point, and I hated them. I hated them at first, but even still, like, they looked like teeth. Like, whereas before, they didn't even look like teeth anymore. So those feelings for me passed rather quickly. So my advice would be, if you're in that position right now to where you are mourning the loss of your teeth, is I think it's normal. I think it's okay. It's probably a necessary thing for you to experience. But at the end of the day, don't let it stop you from doing what you know you need to do. That was my bottom line. It's like, I told myself up front, I knew that I was going to have all kinds of crazy emotions. Like, I had a range of emotions, just anger, regret, like, all of the what ifs or maybes, and just so many thoughts in my head. But bottom line, I had to stay focused on the issue at hand, and that was that my teeth were diminishing right before my eyes, and if I didn't have them pulled out altogether, then they would fall out one by one. So, as sad as it was at that time, I still went ahead and did what I had to do. So, I just wanted to share that so that you know that, it's probably normal to experience that, because, I mean, it doesn't mean that you think the greatest of your teeth. It's just that's all you really know right now. But there is better, so just hang in there.